If you're sick now, you might be wondering, how long is it going to take before I feel good? That's a common question I have in my office, is how long is this going to take? So I tell my patients that you have to reflect back and realize how long have you had this problem? Because the topic is time. We have 33 principles in chiropractic, and the sixth principle is time. It takes time to heal, and all things will heal. So you have to think back. We'll go back to your symptoms, and we have to think back, how long have you had the symptoms? Because that's the time, when you're sick, you have time to reflect on yourself. Because we're in a society where everything happens so quickly. It's time for reflection, and think to yourself, how long have I had this back problem? Because I like to correlate it with lower back problem, because the majority of the patients lower back. And do I get painful menstrual cramps? Am I getting bowel movements every day? You know, how sick am I? Because I have patients come in and we start doing a history, and they come in, well, I just had this for 2 weeks. And we realize that it's been going on since July, 7 months ago, or 8 months ago. Or I have people come in and they say, well, you know, this has been going on for a month, and we start doing a history and we realize it's been going on for 3 years. So you have to have realistic expectations. And it's hard to have realistic expectations because we're in a society today where everything happens so quick. You know, you get on the internet, you can order, you can go grocery shopping on the internet. My wife does all the Christmas shopping on the internet. You can get things immediately. You go to McDonald's, you get food immediately. Kentucky, all those fast food restaurants, you get things quickly. You can watch TV on your cell phone. It's amazing. It's great. You don't miss anything. Everything's happening so quick. You get frustrated if the computer's not booting up quick enough, or your emails aren't coming in quick enough, and it's happening faster and faster and faster and faster. So our expectations are happening faster and faster and faster. So when we get sick, we think to ourselves, well, we're going to heal pretty quick. You have to have realistic expectations. And that's the key here, is that the principle is time. You have to think about that. Time. How long have I had this problem? How sick have I been? Has this been a chronic thing? Is things going to reverse back? To my healing power going to be able to express itself? And these are questions that you can ask your chiropractor. I'll give you a couple examples. I have a 16-year-old patient just came in. I've been taking care of her for 3 weeks. And the mother says to me, because I take care of the whole family, the mother says to me, you know, she's been experiencing more back pain since I've been adjusting her. I said, well, I expected that. And I had to review back with the mother and saying, do you realize that she gets painful menstrual cramps every month? That is not normal. I mean, think about that. She has painful menstrual cramps every month, and sometimes she misses school. That's not normal. So how sick is she? How much time is that going to take? And that's something I can't answer. How much time? I can give an estimate because I've been doing this 25 years, and the chiropractor you go to is specialized in that area. They give you an estimate, but sometimes it might go under, sometimes it might go over. We don't realize how much time. I have another patient named Sandy. Beautiful lady. Comes in about a year ago. Started doing the history. Bad acne, oily skin, bowel movements, not getting bowel movements every day, actually every 3 or 4 days. So she's in her 40s, having a rough time, lower back pain. Back pain so bad I get her on the table I can barely palpate, which means touching her spine. Tenderness in that whole area. So we started adjusting her. I said, Sandy, you realize how sick you are? She goes, yeah. I said, you realize that this is going to take time? She says, yes. So we start adjusting her. And I take care of her 1 week at a time. Then we're doing it 1 month. And we're, pretty intense program. And she's sticking with it. And she's going to start getting bowel movements every day. Because when you get the bowel movements, and the skin will clear up, because the body has to detoxify somehow. And then the skin starts clearing up. Her acne goes away. And the last thing that goes away is her lower back. But the lower back pain went away. And I just talked to her last week. I said, Sandy, you realize how sick you were? She said, yeah, I'm just starting to. Because when you're really sick, you don't realize how bad it is. So you have to ask questions to your chiropractor. You have to think to yourself, you know, how sick am I? Or do I know somebody that's just as bad as I am? And if I do know somebody and I'm getting better, why wouldn't you refer them in to your doctor? Because I get that here. Just remember, healing takes time.